Yo, what up, Street Dogs? There, Kim or the thought. How to transcend your sense of self. So, I fuck with philosophy a lot, and one of the quadrillion-dollar questions I always had was, this notion of like egos, like the ego good or bad, the sense of self good or bad, whatever. And I think I got it figured out. So your ego is yourself, it's a tool, and it's a tool to a greater means. So the goal isn't your ego for the sake of ego. Rather, the ego is a tool as a means of understanding the world, interacting with the world, engaging with the world. And so utilizing your ego in the best possible way to gain some sort of deeper understanding about X, Y, and Z. So ultimately, you use the ego as a vehicle to transcend your sense of self. So even for me, I'm Eric Kim, and I'm a guy. I look in the mirror and sometimes I forget, oh yeah, I'm Asian. And I don't actually think about myself too much. To me, my needs are super basic. Just give me some meat, coffee, and Wi-Fi, and I'm happy. And for the most part, all I care for is my artistic and creative productivity. I don't really care for money. I don't really care for fame and power and stuff like that. I've already made all the racks, already got world famous and blah blah. And so now what I'm interested in is utilizing my short and brief human life as a chance and as a means to discover some more interesting truths about X, Y, and Z, and sharing those truths or those findings with others. Because, once again, I don't personally believe in life after death, which means this is the only life I got. So why waste or squander any of it with basic shit, essentially? So I think a lot of people are kind of stuck on this capitalism, consumerism treadmill. They call it sometimes the hedonic treadmill, where you're just trying to accumulate stuff for the sake of accumulating stuff, rather than thinking about what do I truly desire of life. So for me, I like this idea where I could augment myself in terms of having as many human and artistic, philosophical, creative experiences as possible, and then use my life, use my body, my soul, my thoughts, my mind, my being to gain some sort of deeper truths about X, Y, and Z, and then use that chance to use my blog, use YouTube, use podcasts, whatever it may be, as a tool and a means to achieving something greater and further. So that's just like my personal take, and certainly it doesn't need to be that way for everybody. And I found that being able to spend a little bit of time to disconnect, go zen zoning and stuff like that is probably one of the most fruitful, advantageous things I've done for myself in terms of discovering a little bit deeper truths about myself. And I think that's the name of the game is there's no ultimate truth. There's no one size fits all. And anyone who professes that they discover the truth, the answer for everybody is, I think, misguided. I think there are certain things which work for you. And I think what's the saying is like, the particular cannot be universalized. You cannot make the personal, aka what works for you, general to everybody. And what I think the good goal is, you simply just try to figure out what works for you, and then share it in hopes that your sharing of your own personal truths will help inspire and motivate others to also pursue their own personal truths. Now, once again, I don't believe in ultimate truths in life, and if there was an ultimate truth, perhaps there wouldn't be any more reason to live. So perhaps we should embrace the chaos, embrace the uncertainty, embrace kind of the craziness of the world, take it all in good stride. Don't let any petty or small things bother you. Refuse to let anything faze you. And realize that life is all upside, no downside.